guys, welcome back to my channel, Head Chef Mom. I'm Kendall Lawrence, and I am so happy that you're here again with me today. And today's video is going to be a collaboration with Lyle over at No Hippie Barbecue. Lyle happened to mention to me a few days ago that he was going to be making a potato soup. And I asked him if he was going to film it, and he said that he was. And I said, well, Lyle, I've been thinking about doing a potato soup for the last couple of weeks. Why don't we collaborate? And he so graciously agreed to collaborate with me on this video. So I want you to, after you watch this video, go over to Lyle's channel at No Hippie Barbecue and watch him make his hippie version of potato soup. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely fabulous. Probably most of you who watch my channel already know about Lyle over at No Hippie Barbecue, and you know what an excellent cook he is. If you don't know, or if you haven't watched any of Lyle's videos, please go over there and sub to his channel and give him some thumbs up and let him know that you're there and that you love him. And so today what I'm going to do for my potato soup recipe is I'm going to try to do a sort of a recreation or my rendition of Olive Garden's Zuppa Toscana soup. It's a soup with potatoes and bacon and kale, and you know, whenever I go to Olive Garden, usually that's all I get is one of their soups. So we're going to try to recreate the Olive Garden Zuppa Toscana soup. So come on in and let's take a look at our ingredients. So here are the ingredients for our lovely Zuppa Toscana, or simply potato soup. So I have 4 russet potatoes that I have peeled and sliced into bite-sized pieces. I have 1 large yellow onion that I have diced. I put a bottle of water back here to remind me to tell you that I'll be using about 6 cups of water. I have 4 cups of chicken broth. I have 1 cup of whipping cream. I have some minced garlic. I have some bacon that I've sliced up. I have hot Italian sausage, and I have 1 bunch of kale that I washed thoroughly and cut into bite-sized pieces. So let's go ahead and start putting this together. Okay, the first thing that I'm doing is I've got my bacon in the Dutch oven, and I'm getting it all nice and crispy. And this is going to be my topping. After it's crisp as I want it to be, I'm going to transfer this to a plate. I'm going to remove most of the drippings except for about a tablespoon, and I'm going to get my Italian sausage in the pot and get that browned up. So my Italian sausage is almost cooked through, just a couple minutes, and I'm going to let it cook all the way through, get all the way brown, and I'm going to remove it to a plate and add my diced onions. I have removed my Italian sausage from the pot and transfer it to a paper towel lined plate so that most of the fat can be absorbed, because we don't want to have a lot of fat floating to the top of this soup. So I've been sauteing my onions, my diced onions, for about 5 minutes now, and they're pretty much translucent. I am going to add my garlic and let this cook for about a minute, and then I'm going to add my liquids. I'm going to add 4 cups of chicken broth and 6 cups of water. So my broth has come to a boil now, and I am going to add my potatoes to the broth carefully, and I am going to let these cook until they become tender, probably about 15 minutes. So my potatoes have been going for about 12 minutes, and now I'm going to add my kale and my sausage, and I'm going to stir it in, and I'm going to come back to a light boil. My soup has come up to a light boil. I'm going to add 1 cup of cream now and let it come back to another light boil. Okay, after adding my cream to the pot, I let it come back up to a light boil, and then I turn the heat off and I taste it for seasoning, and I added salt and pepper to my taste, and in this case I used red pepper flakes. That's totally optional. You can use black pepper, and it tastes amazing. Let's put some in a bowl, Garnish it with some crispy bits of bacon and some cheese and see what it tastes like. Okay, I have one beautiful big bowl of Zuppa Toscana here, and it looks delicious to me. I have topped it with some grated cheddar cheese and some bacon and a little bit of parsley, and I am anxious to dig in. And I do need to say that with this recipe, you need to salt kind of liberally because potatoes do soak up the salt. Gotta get some Italian sausage and bacon and that kale. Okay, here we go. Oh my heaven, that's wonderful. Wow, it is amazing, the flavors. It's better than what you would get at Olive Garden, I guarantee you. This is wonderful. And the lovely thing about it is you can adjust it like you want. You don't have to have the spicy Italian sausage. You can use the mild. You don't have to use the red pepper flakes like I did. As a matter of fact, the Zuppa Toscana recipe that I used didn't have the red pepper flakes, just used some regular salt and pepper. Guys, give this recipe a try, and please go over and check out Lyle over at No Hippie Barbecue and see what kind of hippie potato soup he did, okay? Guys, please comment, like, subscribe, share, and go feed your family. I love you guys. Bye-bye.